Niger, nestled in the heart of West Africa, is a land of diverse cultures, captivating landscapes, and rich history. From the arid expanses of the Sahara Desert to the lush banks of the Niger River, this country offers a tapestry of experiences waiting to be explored. Once a tranquil oasis in the Sahel region, boasted a harmonious blend of cultures and a serene landscape. Its history is a tapestry woven with tales of ancient civilizations, bustling trade routes, and vibrant communities living in harmony with nature. Or so could have we described this remarkable land before the storms of conflict reshaped its story. On the 26th of July 2023, the Presidential Guard in Niger launched a coup and detained President Mohamed Bazoum and his family, and announced the seizure of power on a televised broadcast.
Ce jour, 26 juillet 2023, nous, forces de défense et de sécurité, avons décidé de mettre fin au régime que vous connaissez.
Senior officers from various branches of the Defense Security Forces (FDS) formed a junta named the National Council for the Safeguarding of the Homeland, also known as CNSP. Public response varied, with initial demonstrations in support of Bazoum being dispersed by mutinous soldiers, followed by subsequent demonstrations in support of the CNSP. By 27th of July, the Nigerian armed forces joined the CNSP, citing their intent to avoid lethal confrontation and to safeguard the president and his family.
Countries who support the coup. The governments of Mali and Burkina Faso, both led by military coup leaders, issued a joint statement warning that an ECOWAS intervention in Niger could lead to a military response from their states. And countries that are against the coup, following the July 26 events, President Joe Biden's administration has not officially labeled the military takeover a coup, and result in a suspension of the country's privileges for duty-free exports to the US market through the Africa Growth and Opportunities Act. The United States obviously wants to keep its military based in Niger and continue its intelligence gathering and offensive operation against terrorist groups, which can only be achieved by maintaining privileged diplomatic and military relations with the country's political authorities. On August the 3rd, Biden called for Bazoum and his family to be immediately released and for the preservation of Niger's hard-earned democracy. Russia condemned junta and called for a return to constitutional order. Since the July 26 coup, Niger has become the latest hotbed of disinformation in the troubled Sahel region, as West African powers grapple with crafting a response to the political crisis, from false rumors and misleading videos to manipulated audio clips. More than a dozen social media claims either backing or discrediting the coup leaders after they toppled President Mohamed Bazoum have been debunked. Soon after his removal, amateur footage of a large march surfaced online purporting to show a pro-Bazoum rally in Niger's capital, Niamey, on August 6. In reality, the clip was filmed on the day of the president's removal from power.
Although the exact number of casualties and any specific buildings are not known to have been destroyed in the coup, we can assume that there were few casualties because of the increasing number of supporters of the coup between the civilians. But there were some casualties involving the terrorist attacks resulting in the coup, as insurgents killed 17 soldiers and wounded nearly 24 in the first major attack in half a year against the army in Niger, where Western powers fear a coup by the elite Presidential Guard is weakening a rare ally against jihadi violence in West Africa's Sahel region. Niger was one of the last democratic countries in the region south of the Sahara, and France and the US have about 2,500 military personnel there, who were training Niger's forces. France also conducted joint operations with its former colony, but since the coup, Paris and Washington have suspended military operations, giving the jihadists more breathing room.
Social media channels associated with the Russian state have launched a major effort to exploit last month's military coup in Niger, seeking to reinforce Moscow's influence in the country and possibly open opportunities for interventions. Mohamed Bazoum, the pro-Western elected president, was ousted by senior army officers on 26 July and is being held prisoner in his official residence in Niamey. African leaders have threatened military action to oust the new regime, but advocates of intervention have so far been unable to rally sufficient support. Living in peace encompasses more than just the absence of conflict. It embodies a state of harmony, tranquility, and mutual respect among individuals and communities. It involves fostering understanding, empathy, and cooperation while resolving disputes peacefully. In a peaceful society, people can express themselves freely, pursue their goals without fear, and live without the threat of violence or oppression. It's about creating an environment where everyone feels safe, valued, and empowered to contribute to the collective well-being.